Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. In fact, the Joe Boo's family of content, because, of course, there's my day job where we're making all the great pieces of stuff for you guys. And there's also, of course, where I'm trying to lose some weight off of this fat ass. Actually, I don't have a fat ass. I just got a belly, and I'm trying to get rid of it. And I'm hoping some of you guys will join me as well on cooking and tailgating with Joe Boo. But that's not why you're here. You're here because of the Washington football. Oh, God. It was hard enough to get used to saying Washington football team instead of Redskins. You know, it's kind of like the first month or two, if you actually still write checks, you're still writing 2021 instead of 2022. That's how I am with the Washington Commanders away. It's just hard. It's just hard with the name change. They have bobbled everything, okay? This week, actually, people kind of noticed that they kind of messed up on their crest. You know, they came up with the Washington Commanders. They came out on the podium there. They had this nice lady there to MC it, and the jacket was like 3XL men's, and it's literally like a blanket falling off her. And she even says, you know, it's kind of big. Yeah, it's bad when you can't even find the right size for her. It's like that whole thing was just rushed and thrown together. It just looked like trash. It looked like broke-ass media. I don't know that I would make that many mistakes, my damn self. But that was botched. Now, the crest, the Washington football team has 2 world championships before, you know, the NFL had the merger, and Super Bowls became. They used the year of the season for those 2 because the championship was actually played in December. The problem for the Washington football team is, here's what's crazy, is they messed up on the dates, the year for the Super Bowls. Now, technically, you know, like this year's Super Bowl was played in 2022, but it was the 21 season. So when they did the dates for the Super Bowl, they got it messed up. They got it messed up on the crest. Yeah. It's kind of like this. The 85 Bears played their regular season in 85. Technically, the Super Bowl was in 86. But we don't call them the 86 Bears. The 72 Dolphins, they actually won the Super Bowl in January of 73. But we don't call them the 73 Dolphins. We call them the 72. You get where I'm going here? Okay. This is minor in comparison to this, and this may be the final nail in the coffin of Dan Snyder. This is big. While the Washington football team was announcing the new name and stuff, there were 5 new cases that were brought to the House. Not to Dan's house, to the House of Representatives. Congress is investigating the Washington football team, and specifically Dan Snyder. The NFL said, well, we've done a report and we're done with the report, but we can't release the findings without Dan Snyder's permission. Do you think Dan Snyder's going to release that? But that's a way of the NFL saying, don't look at us, look at Dan. But breaking it within the last hour on a Friday night to try and keep it quiet, but you know Joe Boo Sports is going to get it for you. Here's what's happened. The results of former U.S. Attorney and SEC Chair Mary Jo White's investigation into the recent allegations against Washington Commanders owner Dan Snyder will reportedly be made public. Mark Maskey of the Washington Post broke the news Friday. The NFL has engaged Mary Jo White to conduct the league's investigation into the latest allegations against Dan Snyder's and the Commanders arising from the recent House Oversight Committee, Roundtable sources said. The findings of Mary Jo White will be made public at the conclusion of her investigation, and the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell will determine any further action to be taken by the league, sources say. Mary Jo White is a former U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and former SEC Chair. She previously conducted the NFL investigations into the allegations against former Panthers owner Jerry Richardson. She is now with the DeVias and Pumpkin law firm. The NFL reasoning is on making these findings public, sources said, is the latest allegations were made in public forum. No expectations of anonymity of witnesses. So, on Tuesday, the House Oversight Committee said it is looking into new documents from the NFL in regards to workplace misconduct allegations within the Washington Commanders' workspace. The NFL commissioned Bet Watkins to conduct an investigation into previous allegations, but the NFL did not make those findings public. That led to much criticism from the House Oversight Committee, as well as former employees who levied allegations against the Washington team. The committee has received additional documentations from the NFL, which are currently being reviewed. We have been clear that the NFL must stop hiding the results from the Watkinson investigation and fully comply with the committee's request, or the committee will have no choice but to take further action. The chairs are committed to uncovering the truth about what happened within the Washington Commanders organization and how allegations were handled by the NFL in order to inform legislative efforts to make workplace safe for others. So, here's what we have. We have an opportunity for some people to make the name for themselves. Because if you can get the NFL, that is big news. Now, it's interesting that they brought in the person who ended up investigating Jerry Richardson, who was having racist allegations and workplace issues and was forced to sell the team. This may be the final nail in the coffin of Dan Snyder's ownership of the Washington football team. Oh, God. I wonder how many sports people have made that mistake. The Washington Commanders away. This at some point makes you feel good that you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. Not that we have anything to brag about. We've got our own skeletons in the closet. The NFL is not investigating what happened with Rich Dalrymple because the Cowboys tried to take care of the situation and basically compensating the alleged victims. We are all innocent until proven guilty. However, we've seen a lot of people from the Washington organization go down. Kind of Harry Carey falling on the sword, doing the sacrificial thing to take care of the higher-ups. Well, unfortunately, the higher-up here in Washington, I believe, is in the crosshairs of the NFL and may just finally lose the team. And I'm betting that Jeff Bezos becomes the owner of the Washington football team. And what's interesting about this is this will be, in my opinion, this is all my opinion, the complete sweep of everything. You're just going to plow the earth over, just salt the land of everything that was the Washington Redskins / Washington football team and Commanders. When Jeff Bezos and Amazon was looking for Amazon headquarters number 2, Virginia had a couple of sites in mind for them. One, the one where they're building the new spot now, and 2, out by Dulles Airport. And allegedly, the Center for Innovative Technology, that building and land over there, the state was willing to give to Jeff Bezos and Amazon to build there. Well, Virginia's already made a new stadium pack trying to lure the Washington football team's new stadium to Virginia. And with a metro stop on the Silver Line out there, with still a lot of land, lots of hotels, new interchanges being made on Route 50, the Dulles Toll Road, 28 and 66, all right there, the sight lines of Dulles Airport. I'm betting in 5 years we won't be saying Commanders. We'll be talking about Jeff Bezos owning the Washington football team, or whatever the heck their name's going to be, and them being in Virginia. I can guarantee that. But then again, What do I know? I'm a guy with a day job at a voodoo doll. This is going to get interesting, to say the least. I'll see you guys in about 40 minutes for my live stream. Peace.